Hey guys, Theseus here, and I haven't seen too many videos informing you about the new changes for patch 5.0.4 for Red Paladins, so I'm going to try to keep you updated in this video, so I hope you enjoy. For the first tier on the new town spec, you're going to have Speed of Light, which is a dash for 8 seconds. Long Arm of the Law is basically what we had for patch 4.3, nothing different about it. And Pursuit of Justice is 15% movement speed at all times, plus an additional 5% movement speed for each current charge of Holy Power, up to 3. Now, I chose Long Arm of the Law because Speed of Light, I wouldn't depend on it too much. Sure, it's great, it's a good dash, but 45-second cooldown, while Long Arm of the Law doesn't have a cooldown at all, except for the Judgment cooldown, which is 5 seconds. And Pursuit of Justice, I keep adjusting from 15% to 20% to 30%, and it's just going to keep changing, and I'm not a big fan of that. Now for the second tier is Fist of Justice, which replaces Hammer of Justice. Only thing different about it is that it has a 30-second shorter cooldown, so that's pretty good. Repetence has a cast time now, so it's not too great. It's still an amazing CC with no cooldown. Wait. And Burden of Guilt is a judgment that slows the target for 50% for 12 seconds. So I chose Fist of Justice, which is a stun. And if you think Burden of Guilt is a great talent, but can't decide for the stun or this, I would put on Seal of Justice, which works pretty good too. Kind of like this one. Now, Selfless Healer is whenever you use a judgment, reduces the cast time, increases the effectiveness of it by 35%, especially when it's used to heal others. Turn of Flame, I really wouldn't go for it. It just doesn't seem very effective like the other two tiers. And Sacred Shield, in my opinion, is a lifesaver. Just because I spam it most of the time and it really does save your ass. I can assure you that. So I chose Sacred Shield. Hand of Purity, when you read it, it's a 70% damage decrease for 6 seconds for dots. Not for all damage, just for dots. So I guess it'd be good against bleeds and dots from warlocks, druids, warriors. Unbreakable Spirit basically is pretty much useless unless for PvE tanks, I guess. I mean, when you use a judgment or whatever, the cooldown on Divine Shield and Divine Protection hands is reduced by 1%, and that's about it. It goes up to a maximum of 50% reduction. And Clemency is a really useful talent. It gives you 2 stacks, well, not stacks, but you can use Hand of Freedom, Protection, Sacrifice, and Salvation twice before the cooldown. So that's really amazing, especially for Hand of Protection in 2s and 3s, and maybe even 5s. Now for the tier, you have Holy Avenger, which replaces Zealotry. And this is actually better than Zealotry because you do not need 3 Holy Power to use this. And it gives you 30% additional damage to the moves that generate Holy Power. So that's a 30% increased damage on Crusader Strike. Sanctified Wrath reduces the cooldown of Hammer of Wrath by 50%, so I guess you can sort of. And Divine Purpose is just a kind of chance to give you a 3 Holy Power effect. I don't see it like good as these two. However, I picked Holy Avenger because that adds up to the burst macro. Now, that's enough for the talents. For glyphs, I really don't have the best glyphs at the moment. Definitely Templar's Verdict gives you like a survivability boost. Same with Divine Storm. Avenging Wrath isn't the best one for me right now. I mean, it only gives me 1% maximum health for every 2 seconds. Really isn't that good. That's about it for glyphs, I guess. Really ain't that special in glyphs. Now, a few facts I want to cover about Red Paladins. Inquisition now also increases critical strike rating by 10%. Now, Blessing of Might gives, instead of giving you attack power, it now switches that and gives you 893 mastery rating. So if you stack mastery, that's really good for you. Kings, Blessing of Kings no longer gives you any magical resistances. Crusader Aura is now passive. Notice how here we no longer have auras. These are our seals. So yeah. Cleanse no longer removes a soul or anything. Now we have Emancipate for that reason. It basically cleanses out of a soul or root. And Cleanse removes a poison or disease. Judgment, Exorcism, Crusader Strike, and Hammer of Wrath now all give us holy power. And we have 5, we can stack up to 5. However, if you use Templar's Verdict, it will only waste 3. You can't use all 5 holy power at the same time. Burst macro. This could consider a one-shot macro, it really isn't, but it's a pretty good burst macro in my opinion. Now it would be Holy Avenger / cast Holy Avenger / cast Inquisition / cast Avenging Wrath and / use Cataclysmic Gladiator's Badge of Victory. That is my burst macro, I guess. I use it when I have 2 or 3 holy power. Really. Now something new that some people probably don't know about. LFR version of Girthlack now does more damage than our PvP weapon because they added a boost to the LFR version. It's somewhere in my bags. Really can't find it now, but it does. I'm pretty sure of it. Divine Protection. Last patch, it reduced all damage by 20. Now it reduces all magical damage by 40%. So I guess that gives us somewhat more help against mages. And now we have Devotion Aura, which we can only have last patch in Holy Tree. Now it's another 20% off of magical damage. Now if you disagree with Divine Protection being a magical defensive cooldown, there's a glyph where it does this is going to go slow. But basically, it just makes it go back where it reduces 20% physical damage. So if you like that better, then yeah, go for it. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's my first video, so if you want anything more with Red Paladins, just let me know. BGs, dueling other classes video, I can try to help you with that. Hope you enjoy this video, and bye guys.